Alright, just going to show you more books that I've gotten in the last few weeks. And the first is Dying in Style. It is a Josie Marcus Mystery Shopper story, I guess, by Elaine Vietz, or something along the lines of that. This lady is a mystery shopper, but apparently she is also not really, I don't think she's an actual detective, but she pretty much has to be. She has to figure out a murder, I guess. So, as a mystery shopper. So there's this one. I think this is the first one in the line. This is the second one, which is High Heels or Murder. So I'm hoping these will be good. And then I did pick up Forever Summer, which is 2 books in one. Laguna Cove and Cruel Summer. It's by Alison Noel. Or Noel. I don't know how you say her last name. And really the reason why I picked this up is because I thought it would be a good summer read because it's about summer. It just talks about 2 teenage girls and 2 unforgettable novels is what it's saying pretty much. Finding new friends. A new sense of self. So I'm hoping it'll be good. And I did get Where'd You Go Bernadette by Maria Semple, which excites me because everybody has been saying so much about this book and I've been wanting it, so I finally did pick it up. I'm really excited for it because I didn't realize the whole book is told in like all sorts of forms, like emails and I thought they said there was newspaper clippings or something. Instant messages, memos. That is so cool and I cannot wait to read this. So, yay. And then I picked this up. It's favorite favorite Jane Austen novels, which is Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and Persuasion. They are the Dover Thrift editions, and they are complete and unabridged. And there's 3 of them. You've got Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and Persuasion. Now, the Pride and Prejudice, I literally just picked it up probably a couple of weeks ago. It's the exact same edition too. And I don't remember how much I paid for it, but for all 3 of these books I paid $4.96. Plus I got that even cheaper than that because I got it at Walmart and my husband works at Walmart, so I got a discount. So yeah. So I wish I hadn't got the version of Pride and Prejudice. It's the exact same version. I think I got it from Amazon. But I was excited to see that for that price. And I did pick up Battle Royale by whoever. I don't want to try to say the name. Which they say is like the Hunger Games, which even on the back of this says it's like the Lord of the Flies for the 21st century. I do have Lord of the Flies from the library, and I do plan on reading it, and I want to read it before I read this, because I never had to read that for high school. So I want to read that before I read it. And then the next is, I don't know if it's a trilogy or if it's a series or what, and I don't even know how I found out about these. But it's called The Smoke Thief. The first book is by Shana Abe. I don't know exactly what it is. It says it's historical romance. But it has to do, I think, with dragons, maybe? Because they say Dracon, and I thought Dracon was dragons. Like, I don't know that for sure, though. But I thought that's what it was. So that's the first one. I think this is the second one, which is The Dream Thief. And then the third one is Queen of Dragons. Yeah, Queen of Dragons, so it has to be about dragons. So, I don't know. I hope it's good. The next is just a first in a series. I hate the cover, it's so cheesy, but it sounds like a good book. It's called A Brush of Darkness by Allison Peng. But see how cheesy that is? Like, get the naked girl off of the cover. Seriously? I don't know exactly what is going on in this book. She talks about she's trying to, like, pick up her shattered life. So I don't know what happened. Something has happened. She has an enchanted iPod. There's a miniature unicorn living in her underwear drawer. A magical marketplace she has to manage. She's got all of this knowledge about this other world. But, there's fairies and angels and demons, and so I'm not really sure what's going on, but I just think it sounds really interesting. I just wish they could have had a different cover, because it just is so cheesy looking. This is another first. It's Rosemary Andrew, which is an October Day novel by somebody McGuire. I don't know how you would say that. And I came across another in this series and thought it sounded interesting, but I thought I needed to buy the first book before buying that one. So I'm going to try this. It talks about the world of fairy, pretty much. She's trying to run away from that world, but that's just not going to happen. I think somebody gets murdered. I'm not really sure what all happens, but it just sounded interesting, so I wanted to give it a try. And then I got Night Shifted by Cassie Alexander, and I am so excited about this. She is a nurse. I forget what floor it is, or it's just Y4. She is a nurse, and everybody else in the hospital has, you know, regular patients, but she is in section Y4, which is for all sorts of creatures, werewolves and zombies and vampires and shapeshifters. And so she's got all of these patients who are otherworldly, and she is the nurse of them. And I just think that sounds really interesting. So I did get the first book, and I think I actually ordered the second book too. I don't know if it hasn't came yet, or if it's in here and I just didn't realize. I think it's called Moon Shifted, I think. Then I got Always and Forever by Gretchen Craig. And I just think this sounds very interesting. It's about the rich plantation owner's daughter and then a slave girl, and they become friends, and, you know, their whole lives they're friends, and they don't think anything's going to get in the way of that. But then they grow up, and there's a man, and he gets in the middle of them. And so that's what this story is about, and I just think that sounds really good. And then these, I don't know exactly what order they're in. I think this might be the first one. Red Hot Fury, which is a Cassie Mackenzie novel. Shades of Fury is what it is. Somebody was talking about this series on their YouTube video, and I don't remember. I watched so many of them, I just cannot keep straight who showed what. But this is about Furies, and that's the reason why I was very interested in this series, because that just fascinates me, the whole Furies thing. So there's that one, and then the next, I think this is book 2, is Green-Eyed Envy. And then the next is Black-Hearted Betrayal. So I don't know if this is a series or if it's a trilogy or what. And then I've already messed up these books. I bought the rest of the Alexia Terabody series from Gail Carriger, whatever it is, and I don't think I have these in the right order. I'm not sure if I do or not, but I did read the first one from the library. I need to just go ahead and order the first book too. But I got Changeless, and as it says, it is a novel of vampires, werewolves, and is it dirigibles? I can't remember how to say that. But anyway, there's this one. There's Heartless. There's Blameless. So these are kind of like steampunk, supernatural, romance. I just love the first book. And there's Timeless. So I am excited about that series. I cannot wait to finish it. There was somebody talking about this series, Skelduggery Pleasant. I think they had like the whole series by Derek Landy. And I just thought I would go ahead and order the first one just to give it a try and see if it is any good. I think it is a middle grade series. But from the description that this lady was telling about this, I don't really know about this first book, but it sounds like some of the other books. I don't know if I would want my child reading these books as middle grade. So I don't know. I think he's like a skeleton? I don't know. He's supposed to be like an ace detective and a sorcerer. Yeah, he's a skeleton. So I think there's some supernatural stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna hope it's good since I bought it. And I bought Warrior, I don't know, a month or two ago. And this is Warrior, or I guess it was Warrior Princess. This is book 2 in that series by Frewen Jones, Destiny's Path. So this is book 2. And then I wanted to give this a try. This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I'm hoping this is good. Some people say it's good, others say it's not. I'm really hoping it is. It has to do with early 1900s and a young guy in prep school. Or I guess maybe he is, I don't know, if maybe he's graduated from prep school. I don't know. But I'm hoping it'll be good. We'll see. Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. This just sounds interesting because she reminds me of Alexia. Because she works for the International Paranormal Containment Agency. And I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of Alexia. And then she's falling for a shapeshifter too. So, and then she's supposed to be part of a fairy prophecy that promises the destruction of, like, all paranormal creatures. So I think that sounds really interesting. I think this is going to be a series. Because surely this isn't going to be a standalone, is it? It just doesn't sound like it, but I could be wrong. I got Evernight by Claudia Gray, which sounds to me like it's otherworldly, supernatural creatures. I went ahead and got number 11 from Sailor Moon, because I think it just came out. Because I had it on my list as a pre-order, and I think it just came out. It says 2013, but I mean literally like days ago it came out. Number 12 is coming out in August, maybe? July? I can't remember. So I went ahead and got it. Somebody was talking about this book, and I ordered it right after I watched their video. Rules of Civility by Amor Towles? I don't know. And once again, this is 1937, that type of book, which is everything I love. Somebody talked about this a long time ago. Daddy Longlegs by Jean Webster. I cannot wait to read this. This girl gets sent to college by a man who just wants her to write him letters. And that's what it is. It's in the form of letters that she has written to Daddy Longlegs. So I think that sounds fabulous. And I got Below Stairs, which is the classic kitchen maid's memoir that inspired Upstairs, Downstairs, and Downton Abbey by Margaret Powell. I am loving these shows right now. I love Downton Abbey. I love Upstairs, Downstairs. I just think I just love it. So I cannot wait to read this. A Countess Below Stairs that I was reading from the library is the same kind of thing. She was a countess from Russia who has to become a maid downstairs while the rich people are upstairs, and she herself is actually a rich person under disguise. So I don't know, I love that kind of story. The next is The Missing Manuscript of Jane Austen by Siri James. And it's just the story of somebody finding a lost manuscript of Jane Austen. So I thought that would be interesting. And the next is Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. One's good and one's bad. That's all I pretty much know about it. So I can't wait to try this out. But that's everything, and that's like more than enough. So I guess I will see you guys later.